Hello friends, in the previous module we have learnt about what is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Let's have a small recapitulation from the previous module about the three states of matter. All things around us are made up of three states of matter, preferably solids, liquids, and gas. The things around you, like the table, the chair, the water vapors, are all solids, liquids, and gases. The table is a solid, book is a solid, pencil is a solid. So these are all examples of solids. So solids have a fixed shape. Milk, water, juice, oil are all liquids. Liquids, when poured into another container, that is, they take the shape of the container. They don't have a fixed shape. They take the shape of the container. The air that we breathe in, that is a gas, is an invisible matter. Air is a mixture of gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. These are all present in air. These are all examples of gases. They also take the shape of the container. Liquids, that is, the water that you drink, is example of a liquid. When you keep that water in a freezer, it takes the form of an ice, which is a solid. The same water, when you heat it, it turns into water vapor, example of gas. So all these are examples of solid, liquids, and gases. That is, we studied in the previous module. The summary is, solids have a fixed shape, liquids have no fixed shape, they can flow easily. Gases have no fixed shape. Water can be solid, liquid, and in gaseous form. So here we have learnt about the three states of matter. Now, what are these three states of matter made up of? Let's study more in detail the composition of matter. So matter is composed of tiny small particles called atoms, and atoms combine together to form molecules. So let's see, what is this matter made up of atoms and molecules? So all the three states of matter, solid, liquids, or gas, or you can say any living or non-living material, is in turn made up of molecules. Whether it is a wooden table, a log of wood, or any solid objects, it is made up of molecules. Solid like ice, liquid like water, and water vapor, gas like water vapor, all in turn are made up of molecules. So molecules are the smallest particle of a substance which can exist independently. And atom, molecule, is still made up of more smaller particles called atoms. So in a solid, you can see the molecules, which gives it a rigid structure, are closely packed. They have no intermolecular space and maximum intermolecular force of attraction. In a liquid, the molecules are loosely packed, not as tight as in solids. So that is the reason behind you can see the molecules in a liquid can move. They can be filled in any container. Means if you take a glass of milk, you can pour that milk in the glass as well as in the jar. Water can flow because the molecules are loosely packed. Now if you take the example of a gas, molecules are very loosely packed. You can see the water vapors rising up. You can smell the fragrance from one corner of the room because the molecules are far apart from each other. They have maximum intermolecular force, intermolecular spaces, and least intermolecular force of attraction in between them. So these are the molecules of solids, liquids and gases. So let's summarize atoms and molecules. So atoms are the foundation of chemistry. They are the building blocks of matter. Everything in the universe is composed of matter, and matter is composed of atoms. Solids are made up of densely packed atoms, while gases have spread out atoms. So atoms, if you define of atoms of the same element or different elements combine to form molecules, and two or more atoms chemically combine to form molecules. So atoms join form molecules. Molecules in turn make up the three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. So here we have seen atoms and molecules. Let's now learn about change of state. How matter can be transformed from one state to another. Matter can be transformed from one form to another, that is, ice. Solid on heating changes to water. Liquid, and on further heating changes to gas, which on cooling changes back to water. Ice on cooling changes back to water. So change of state, and water can be transformed from solid, liquid and gas. So how does this change of state takes place? Heat results in the weakening of the intermolecular forces of attraction that causes change of state. So solids have molecules packed tightly. So when solids are heated, heat energy is used to weaken the existing forces and hence separate the molecules, thereby forming the liquid state. When the liquid molecules are heated further, more heat separates the molecules, thereby forming gaseous state. Heat even results in the expansion of solids. So most of the solids expand on heating as their molecular forces of attraction decreases and atoms move away from each other. So as a result of heat, the existing force get weakened and the three states are transformed from one state to another. Solid molecules get heated, more spaces are created. On further heating, more spaces are created, which leads to the gaseous state. So as a result, change of state takes place from solid to liquid to gas. That is, ice on melting forms water, water on heating forms water vapor. So change of state takes place. So change of matter takes place. Now the kinetic theory of matter. All substance contains small moving particles, which is called as kinetic theory of matter. The word kinetic comes from a Greek word meaning moving. So the particles moving constitutes the kinetic theory of matter, and the main postulates are: all matter is made up of tiny invisible particles called atoms or molecules and ions, and energy due to movement is kinetic energy. These tiny particles are in the random state of motion, means these are continuously moving in all the three states of matter. Small particles move faster than larger particles at the same temperature. In the three states of matter, the solid particles are very close to each other and vibrate only in a fixed position. In liquid, the particles are far apart, have more energy, and they can roll around each other. In a gas, the particles are far apart. They move very fast and randomly in all the direction, occupying all the space. Let's watch a small video explaining the interparticle space, the interparticle force of attraction between the solid, liquids and the gas.
The description of matter in terms of the motion of the molecules or atoms in it is called the kinetic molecular theory of matter. According to the kinetic theory of matter, solids, liquids, and gases consists of molecules. These molecules are in a state of constant motion and therefore possess kinetic energy. The arrangement of molecules in solids, liquids, and gases is displayed here. In solids, the atoms are closely packed and bound to each other firmly. As a result, the molecules in solids cannot move freely. However, the molecules can vibrate about their mean positions. Therefore, the molecules in solids have very little kinetic energy. In liquids, the molecules are loosely packed, so these molecules can move around easily within the liquid but are not able to escape. Therefore, the molecules in liquids have more kinetic energy than in solids. In gases, the force of attraction between the molecules is negligible, and the molecules are free to move and can move with considerable speed in any direction. Therefore, the molecules in gases have very large kinetic energy. Thus, according to the kinetic molecular theory of matter, the kinetic energy of the molecules of a substance is least in the solid state, more in the liquid state, and most in the gaseous state.
Hope you have understood. So now let's summarize the entire lesson as material is a substance which is used to make an object. Matter is anything which occupies space and has weight. The three states of matter can be interchanged by changing their temperature. Intermolecular forces of attraction are maximum in solid, less in liquids, least in the gases. Molecules are compactly packed in solids, loosely packed in liquids, far apart in gases. Hope you understood the three states of matter. Thank you.